Welcome to Rabble Rousers Sports Talk.
Rabble Rousers, Rabble
Rabble
Rousers,
Rousers,
Rabble
Rabble
Rousers.
Rousers. Woo!
What's up, man? How you
So
doing?
guess what?
What?
Good. We
You
get some
doing good?
breaking news.
Oh, breaking news. Gonna lay it on me.
Yes.
Lay it on me. I want to hear all of it. Let's do it.
DeAndre Hopkins is suspended for 6 games for NFL policy on performance enhancing drugs.
Ooh. Ooh.
My question is why?
Why? Why if you break the
Why
rule?
you be break the rules and
Oh,
be
why?
suspended that
If
hurt your team?
was
It doesn't make sense to me. The
John,
especially knowing they drug test.
that's literally part of your job. If it is something that they test, maybe be a little better at whatever you feel like you have to do. But you're right. Why would you hurt your team? He's out 6 weeks. Dang, dang.
Yeah, it's just the one of the things like you get paid millions of dollars. Once you use that money to get better equipment to work out instead of trying to enhance your.
Well, does it say
So
what the drug was?
it's PED. I don't know what
I
PED. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell
yeah.
you. But it usually it's like I know some people would if it's performance. I'm pretty sure it's something to do that makes them so stronger and
Right.
faster and stuff. That I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
sure.
yeah.
There's some people that actually ask the NFL. It's like, hey, is this approved or this not approved? And
Right.
they will tell you, it's like, hey, no, this is not approved. Hey, oh yeah, you can
Okay.
use this or whatever. But no, they do straight up like, I'm taking this.
Without Hopkins, I don't think that they're a playoff team. Like, yes, he's out for 6 weeks. Yes, maybe they can recover. And they even just re-signed Murray, like so they have a lot
Yeah,
going for them. But without Hopkins, I don't see what they're gonna do. Like
yeah.
he's
It's
kind of
so
dumb for doing this.
it it just depends on the strength of the schedule when the schedule comes out. It could be one of those things like it could be a light schedule
Mm-hmm.
and it won't matter too much. But like I said, depending on the 6 games that they start out with,
Well,
what is the strength of it? And
yeah. Well, it sucks too because I mean, the NFC West it plays the AFC West this year. The AFC West looks pretty damn scary. So,
yeah,
yeah. So, um, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. So,
yeah. Well, that'll lead to topic number one as well. Is that Hollywood Brown traded to the Cardinals?
mm,
So
mm,
that it could help
yeah,
the situation with Hopkins.
right, right.
Um, is he a true number one wide receiver? No.
No,
I don't. He was decent with the Ravens.
yeah. They traded
Well,
what
they traded a first round pick
first round pick. Sorry, yeah, yeah, yeah.
To get him. So it's like,
Yeah.
or they lost their first round pick and they gained Hollywood Brown
Right.
and so it's not enough to help. Yes, he reunites with his college quarterback.
Yes.
Um, you he's not a guy that Hopkins can do. He's not the wide receiver that Hopkins is.
Well, I know what they're trying to do is they're trying to give Hopkins that second guy to help him stretch the field,
Yeah.
but without Hopkins there for 6 games, Hollywood's not going to be able to run that thing by himself. So um, I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It's like, well, we have a fallback, sort of. Well, your
Yeah.
fallback's not a number one guy. He's not. He's a
No,
number two
he's
guy. He's
not.
a good number two, sure, but he's definitely not a number one guy at all. And so,
No. So it's like you have Hawkins. I mean, we require Hollywood Brown, and now the setback of Hawkins being stupid and
well, yeah. I mean, they lost Kirk this year too, and so like that was probably their thought processes were we got to fill that they got to fill that role. Um,
yeah,
and so, but here you go. Now he's the top guy, not knowing he's going to be the top guy. So, which puts him in a
right.
weird position. So, um, we'll see what happens. But and as you said, we'll see where the schedule falls. But this could hurt them greatly. I would say the
Yeah,
one nice thing for them is that it is a longer season now, so there is more chance to recuperate. You know,
yeah,
but that still sucks, man. You got your number one guy out for 6 weeks. Not even for an
yeah,
injury, for
and
something
it's
stupid.
not, it's not, it's not ideal for the Cardinals. So like,
No.
so it's all right. Topic number two:
Okay.
did the Jets just stole the whole show with the whole draft? Like,
So my I was thinking about this, right? I was like,
right?
I guess it depends on your definition of theft. Because did they come in and clean up? Absolutely. They took the jewels, they took the money, they took whatever little thing is there. So would you call it stealing? Maybe, but they definitely cleaned up for sure. Like they had a good draft. So
they have an amazing draft.
yeah, better word, yeah.
So they get Sauce Gardner
Yeah.
because the Texans took the second best corner, in
Hmm.
my opinion, of the draft, and
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner is the number one. And then you get Garrett Wilson. Someone passed him up, and it's like, and it's just like, okay, we'll get Garrett Wilson on our team. Like he's the actually true number one wide receiver.
Oh yeah.
And then Jermaine Johnson had a fallback. I don't know why. I think he's like maybe like the fourth best pass rusher in the draft. And he falls to them laying around. The Jets like, hey, we're trading up to get this guy.
Well, it is that the idea of taking the best player on the board. It just so happened to be that the best player just kept falling to them, and they're like,
Yeah.
yeah. And so it's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna take them, and they left no crumbs on the table. They cleaned it all
No,
up. So
this
they
is the
came in
first round alone they stole the show. Like, and
right.
then they got the runner bright Bruce Hall and stuff that people a lot of mock drafts they have him number one, but my true number one in the draft is was Hakeem Haskins, but that's a different story. But but
We're just bypass
But
that for a
Hall
second.
I think he was the third best running back in the draft, but
Mhm.
they said he's still a good running back
Yeah.
to help him out. So it's like they really did an amazing job.
Right.
I think this draft kind of make up a little bit of last year's a little bit. Um, I think Zach Wilson's not the true guy for you, but um,
Hey,
Mac,
Garoppolo's still on the table.
yeah, but I think they're trying to build around Zach
It's not
Wilson.
gonna
I'm
happen.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But the whole solid thing. I'm like, well, maybe, but no, no, it's not gonna happen.
I saw,
But,
I saw, I saw, I saw that I saw maybe Jimmy G could get the Jets or the Giants because the Giants and didn't pick up Daniel Jones fifth option. So
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things is he's trying to build through the with young players, which is a smart move, but you will sometimes be hurt in the short run. But in the long run, you have just built a solid staff of guys, and I think the Jets cleaned up this year in the draft, so hopefully it benefits them. So
yeah, it's been a while since they made the playoffs. So
that's true.
hopefully someone is like he's like one of my favorites defensive coordinator as the 49ers. So it's like
Yeah,
last year I kind of questioned him a little bit, but this year I was like, man, this guy did an amazing job
it was his
in
first
this
year as
draft.
a coach. Let's be.
Yeah,
It sounds like this year is sophomore year. He's looking to rebound. So we'll see
yeah,
what he does.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, next topic number 3.
Yes. Yes.
AJ AJ Brown traded to the Eagles.
Yes. That's a big deal. Sorry, I'm looking over my notes.
Um,
18th.
it's a,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a smart move for the Eagles,
Yes.
a dumb move for the Titans.
Who did the Titans get with that 18th pick?
They got so Jalen is the wide receiver they got. It's not bad, not a bad pickup. I think he's maybe like the second, third best wide receiver in the draft.
Mhm.
Um, so they lose AJ Brown and then pick up him. He's like a Debo in a way. He can do
Okay.
what kind of like Debo does and stuff but AJ Brown to the Eagles is a big upgrade to the wide receivers
Much needed.
roster. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, much needed. They got a wide receiver last year, and then he's won't be a true number one. AJ Brown is a true number one wide receiver.
Mhm.
Gives Jalen Hurts opportunity to grow as a quarterback
Yeah.
as long as he works on his mechanics. But this is a big deal for the Eagles.
Eagles, this is a huge pickup. Absolutely. Um, we'll see what happens with the Titans, see if that pick turns into something. But for right now, the Eagles definitely come up on the upside of that. At least, currently. Maybe the 18th pick will turn out to be what the, but I'm not sure. We'll see. AJ will definitely do big things for the Eagles. So look out, guys. Eagles are on their way. So
So
yeah,
it's like he's a guy that can be in the catch the ball in the middle, catch on the sideline. They needed that because last year they kind of struggled with that.
yeah,
A lot of it because Jalen Hurts needed to grow a little bit,
right,
um, but now with him, he can stretch the middle. He can catch
right.
the tough passes, and he can go to the sideline and stuff that. So
Well, and it's nice for AJ, is that he was looking for a big deal, and this is kind of the year of big deals for receivers, and so he's going to come in. He already has agreed to a 4-year deal worth $100 million, so he's already getting paid more, and
yeah,
so it's a good thing for AJ, and hopefully he shows what he's worth with the Eagles because that's it's a big deal, and I don't think Titans were ready to pay him the money he deserved, and Eagles were like,
yeah,
yeah, we got cash, come here. All right, cool. So he made a big
right,
payday
right.
out of it. So
Like so now, like going now, AJ Brown going to the Eagles, and so that
mhm.
is he getting a better quarterback, or is it just the same quarterback? You know?
Well, I mean, I like the Eagles quarterback. He's a young guy though. He's still kind of raw. He's getting better every year, but you're right. Is it the same situation? Is it a but if it's the same situation, at least he's getting paid more. You know what I'm saying? The dude's getting paid now. So
Exactly. Am I a big Jalen Hurts fan? No.
No, he's
Um,
still kind of raw. I don't know. I mean,
is my thing is when he was in Alabama, he got benched by Tua because he couldn't perform in the big spotlight. Um, and he struggled big time.
you saying he
And
gets
he went
nervous?
go to I think so. And then he went to Oklahoma. He transferred to Oklahoma. Okay,
Yeah,
what can you do? Get another chance? Can he sit behind Tua the
right,
following year, and then he got transferred? Not bad. But again, the spotlight kind of falls around. It's like, oh shoot, the
right.
light's on me. It's like, but maybe there's a different thing now. Maybe
I
he's
mean,
growing.
I don't know. Some people thrive on the center stage, and some people want to be on the center stage, but when they get to the center stage, they're like, ugh. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. If when all the weight's on your shoulders, that's what makes and breaks a regular quarterback and a great quarterback, And so
Exactly.
if he can pass that line and become, he's got a weapon now. If he can become that, that'd be great for him. But I mean, I guess time will tell, this season especially. So, um,
Yeah. Um. It's the same thing with Tannehill too. It's like he's a decent or quarterback, but when we get to the spotlight, it's just like goodbye.
right, right, like, and I'm done. I'm done. No, the spotlight. You know, some people, like I said, say they're ready for the spotlight. They're gonna, they're gonna lead this team, and then suddenly they're like on an island, and they're going, crap, wah. And
Yeah.
it just it doesn't
Well,
work out the way they thought it would.
another thing with Jalen Hurts, this is probably the last year of the Eagles saying like, okay, we gave you weapons, still couldn't perform, then we might look somewhere else.
I feel
And
like
so
that's
this is the year of him to prove himself.
right. I feel like that's the ultimate test too. Like, hey, we gave you everything you needed. Can you do it? That's like, if we have given you everything and you still can't do it, then you can't do it. That's it. I'm sorry. Like, you're done.
Yeah.
You were the weakest link. Goodbye. So yeah. Does anyone
And then
remember that show? Anyone? Anyone?
huh?
Anyone?
Okay.
No. um,
Topic number 4
Quattro.
is Devo Samuel staying with the 49ers.
Yeah. Where the heck else is he gonna go? The Niners have clearly put their, they have put their stake in the sand. They said, you're not going anywhere. I'm sorry. We want to give you money. Let us give you money. Now it's up to him to say, yes, please give me money. But like I feel like the longer this draws out, and the longer, I don't know. I'm a stubborn guy sometimes, John, and you know this about me. And as an owner, I would be like, you know what, fine. You're still playing, but you're gonna make a whole lot less money than you would have. Congratulations, you did it to yourself. Like,
So there's something going behind the stage that we don't know that
yeah,
well, I don't think the media knows. So it's like I think there's a miscommunication between the foreigners, the agent, and Debo Samuel.
yeah,
I think a lot of it's the agent.
I
I
agree.
think causing this chaos and stuff that um does Debo Samuel don't want to do the workload? I'm like, dude, if you in the playoffs, he's like, give me the ball.
Right.
That's what the 49ers did. It's like, we'll give you the best way we know how to.
Yes.
It's like, now, it's like, say he gets traded, right? And he goes to another team. They know what he can do running the ball as well. So
Yes.
guess what the other team will do? Use him as
Right.
a run back sometimes. It's just, so it's like, like I said, there's something we don't know in the media world, and saying like there's something going behind that stage that is a miscommunication, because
Right.
the foreigner came out already and saying that we'll give you the money.
We're
The
prepared to pay you. Let us pay
So
you.
it's like,
I
if it's not the money, then what is it? The workload?
don't know.
Like,
Well, because up until the end of the season, and even a few months ago, in our minds, is he's a great player. He's got a great attitude. He works hard. He's about to get paid, and they're willing to pay him. You know, I would say once again that whole Garoppolo situation is probably some of the holdup, but I don't know for sure. Because they've come out and said, the Niners have come out and said that's not the problem. We want to pay him. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
So maybe there's, does he want to play with Jimmy G, or he doesn't want to play with Trey Lance?
Because if the
Because
workload thing is a problem, they've just drafted another running back. They have a squad of running backs in hopes that they don't even have to use Debo as a running back for the most part. So
yeah,
what is the problem? What is the problem? They have running backs now.
but the thing is, does he want to play with Jimmy G? Maybe that's why I'm like, okay, if you trade Jimmy G away, then I won't be traded. Or
Yeah,
is it a thing that he doesn't want to play with Trey Lance?
I don't know. Like everything I've heard about Trey is he looks great. He's doing wonderful. But I don't know. Dude's got an arm, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I
Um. And before we end this, I forgot to add another breaking news. So Tyrann Mateo is signed with the Saints,
resigned. Very cool. Did he get some big
or
money?
not resigned, but he signed with the Saints
Signed.
because
Sorry,
he was with the
I
Chiefs.
said
Yeah,
resigned. That's my bad. But he signed with the Saints. Cool. Do you know what the contract is?
I think it was like a year or two. I think a couple years in the contract. So given a couple years, this is like a great addition because they already had a great defense.
Yeah,
But now adding him, it makes him even better.
a little bit more solid. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, because Jamie Winston's not a bad quarterback, so now like they're probably looking at this as um okay, in case we need a close game, we can give it to the game to maybe Winston. He can win this game
Yeah.
because honestly, I don't think Winston is the type of guy to maybe he may lead to the playoffs, may not.
Yeah, Winston's a good quarterback. I wouldn't say he's not Drew Brees. No one's
No.
pretending he's Drew Brees. They'll wait until another Drew Brees comes down the road maybe one day. But for right now, Winston can at least run the offense fairly well. And if they have a good defense, as we've seen in the past, like the Ravens, you don't need an amazing quarterback as long as you have an amazing defense. So if they can, solidify their defense and their offense can, get some points on the board, yeah, it could work out
Yeah,
in their favor. So,
exactly.
yeah. All
All
right.
right, guys. Thank you for watching us. Like, subscribe, spread our news around the world.
That's right. That's right. And we'll see you next time, guys.
Peace.
Peace.